Okay, now see the next one concept is harvesting, threshing, and winnowing. So, what is the meaning of harvesting, threshing, and winnowing? Harvesting, threshing, and winnowing. Harvesting, threshing, and winnowing. So, first understand what is the meaning of harvesting. First one is harvesting. So, what is the meaning of harvesting? Once a crop is mature, farmers cut it and gather it. Now, see. When the crops mature at that time, all the farmers cut and gather it. The process of cutting and gathering of a crop is called as the harvesting. For example, rabi crops like wheat are harvested in the March, April, and kharif crops like rice are harvested in September and October. Now, see. The process of cutting and gathering of the crops is called as the harvesting. So, take a simple example: rabi crops like wheat are harvested in March and April, and kharif crops rice like in September and October. So, write down the process of cutting and gathering cutting and gathering of crops is called harvesting. Is called harvesting. For examples, rabi crops like wheat are harvested. Wheat are harvested in March, April. Next for example, kharif crops like rice are harvested in September, October. Understand? Also, in India, harvesting is done either manually with the sickle or with the help of a machine are called as the harvester. जो हार्वेस्टिंग है किसके माध्यम से किया जाता है तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ जो अपना इड़ा रहता है, सिकल रहता है, इसके माध्यम से या हार्वेस्ट मशीन के माध्यम से उसको क्या है किया जाता है. नेक्स्ट नाउ सी थ्रेशिंग. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ थ्रेशिंग? अपने डिस्कशन कर लेते हैं थ्रेशिंग. Next one is threshing. Next one is threshing. Threshing is the process of separating grains from the harvested crops. Now see. So threshing is a process. In this process, grains are separated from the harvested crop, and it is done manually by the sticking a harvested crop against a hard surface or by a machine called as the thresher. So with the help of a thresher, grains are separated from the harvested crop. हार्वेस्टेड क्रॉप से क्या होता है, ग्रेन को सेपरेट करना, उसको हमें कहना है थ्रेशिंग. थ्रेशिंग इज द प्रोसेस threshing is the process of separating grains from the harvested crops. It is done manually by now see a farm machine called combine is used for both harvesting and threshing. A farm machine called combine is used for both harvesting and threshing. Last one, see, winnowing. Winnowing is the process of separating the grains from the chaff with the help of a wind. Now see, with the help of a wind, separating the grains from the chaff is called as the winnowing. So winnowing is the process. In this process, grains are separated from the chaff. Now see, next one. What the meaning of a winnowing? Next one is winnowing. Next one is number 3, winnowing. Winnowing is the process of separating grains from the chaff with the help of wind. So with the help of a wind, separating the grains from the chaff is called as the winnowing process. Now see, after harvesting, sometimes stuffs are left in the field which are burnt by the farmer. This causes pollution. It may also catch the fire and damage the crop yield. Now see, after the harvesting, sometimes stuffs are left in the field. So farmers burn. It causes the pollution. Now see, the next one, storage is done in the following ways. So after the harvesting, winnowing and the threshing, the grains must be stored properly. उसको हमें क्या करना है? Properly क्या करना है? Store कर लेना है. The freshly harvested fruit grains contain moisture than required for storage. If the grains are stored without drying, they may get spoiled or attacked by the organisms. Now see, if the grains are stored without drying, बिना सूखी से अगर हम इसको क्या करते हैं? Store कर लेते हैं, so it is a very harmful. After sometimes it is a spoiled. Now see, so storage is done in the following ways. So how storage the grains? तो अपना जो ग्रेन्स निकलते हैं उसको हमें किस तरह से क्या करना है? स्टोरेज कर लेना है. इसके बारे में हम डिस्कशन करेंगे. नाउ सी, स्टोरेज इज डन इन द फॉलोइंग वेज. इस तरह से उनको स्टोरेज किया जाता है. स्टोरेज इज डन in the following ways. Now see, first one, food grains are stored in either jute bags or small metallic bins. क्वेश्चन क्या रहेगा, फूड ग्रेन्स आर stored in either jute bags or small metallic beans. या तो जूट बैग में स्टोर करते हैं या तो ये स्मॉल मेटालिक बीन्स में क्या उसको स्टोर कर लेते हैं. नंबर 2, on a large scale food grains are put in gunny bags and silos or granaries. तो उनको क्या बड़े बड़े इसमें ये किया जाता है. An extra stock called as the buffer stock is always maintained so that the grains are available in the plenty even there is less produced in the year. Understand? तो हमारा जो क्रॉप आफ्टर हार्वेस्टिंग उसको क्या होता है इस तरह से क्या उनको स्टोर किया जाता है. नाउ सी क्रॉप इम्प्रूवमेंट. To meet the increasing population of India, it is necessary to increase the food production in our countries. Now see, to meet the increasing population of India, it is necessary to also increase the production of a crop, the production of a food. बढ़ते आबादी के साथ हमें क्या है क्रॉप का प्रोडक्शन भी बढ़ाना क्या है बहुत जरूरी है. It is necessary to each and every human beings that is available on the earth surface. So for our nation, to meet increase the population of India, it's also increase food production in our countries. Food production can be increased by. Now see, how we increase the food production? Food production हम किस तरह से increase करते हैं हम लोग. Food production can be increased by food production can be increased by first one, introducing high yield varieties of crops. Now see, introducing high yielding varieties of crops. Number 2, developing high yielding disease resistant resistance and pest resistance varieties. Number 3, developing early maturing varieties of crops. Now see, improving the quality of crops plants. Understand? So with the help of this method, food production can be increased in India. तो इन चीज़ों के माध्यम से हम क्या बोलते हो फूड प्रोडक्शन को क्या बोलते हो बढ़ा सकते. Okay, to stop here, will be continue on the next session.